Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
I like sleep. In fact, when you're watching this video, there's a good chance that I'm sleeping. Well, not while I'm recording the video, but like in real time. If you stop by live.pirillo.com, you may see an empty chair because I'm sleeping in the other room. My bedroom's right across the hall. So, I am going to try to make it to bed before midnight tonight. It's about close to 10 o'clock now, and so that's why I'm doing videos. I realize I should start doing videos earlier in the day. I just can't help it. I get busy with things, and tonight I was on the game show at playcafe.com. I do have two top 5 lists that I'm going to combine? Maybe I do need more sleep. Combine into one video because they're kind of short and very, very good. The first top 5 list is tips for how to get a good night's sleep. And this was submitted by Tom, who lives in the northeast of England. And he says he's been here at live.pirillo.com for a few months now, and he felt it was time to give something back. I appreciated it. He says a lot of people in the morning arrive at work or at school with their eyes half closed and they're complaining about how miserable they are. So here are top 5 lists, not just for kids, about how to get the most out of sleep. Number 5, stick to a schedule. Make sure you go to bed and wake up more or less the same time every day, even on weekends. This will prevent interference with your biological clock, and your body will thrive on its new sleeping routine. I may also note that you will rely less and less on alarm clocks. Number 4, sleep in darkness. It may seem like common sense, but letting even a small amount of light into your room will severely disrupt you when you're trying to get some sleep. It is also good to know that waking up in the morning, you should do so with bright lights, especially if you find it hard getting out of bed. Number 3, watch what you eat and drink. Going to bed on a full stomach or an empty one is not good. If you're having a meal, wait at least 3 hours before going to bed. This is because your body cannot digest food very well when you're asleep. Number 2, sleep cool. There's nothing worse than a hot bed. Open a window or use thinner sheets. You may feel you're lying in bed forever before you can get to sleep, when your bed is like an oven. Number 1, this is the most obvious one, get as much sleep as possible. Sleeping for short hours, around 6 hours, can lead to stress. A good amount is around 8 hours, or so says Tom. It's true. Ponzi and I fell asleep last night kind of late. It's early in the morning, kind of late, or early. And we had the shades drawn all the way up. Yeah, and that would be because we have like the shades that go either direction. It's kind of a weird thing set up. But anyway, we had all the light was completely out of the room, and we slept later than we usually did. So we learned our lesson. We have to keep the window shades open so we allow some light to come in the morning to help wake us up. Now, the second top 5 list are tips for waking up in the morning. And, some of these may sound a bit obvious, but I think it's kind of funny because, well, there's some stuff that's a little contradictory to the first list, but, everybody's got different ideas. I'd just be interested in what everyone else thinks. This is from Vishal Sharma, and he says, hey, I've been a long-time viewer of the videos, first-time emailer. I've got top 5 tips for getting up early from bed in the morning. Number 1, drink lots of water before you go to bed. Drinking lots of water will cause you to get up instantly in the morning, but you will most likely, need to relieve yourself. The downside to this method is that if you're a bedwetter, this is highly unrecommended, and sometimes this method works so well that you may get up way too early and ruin your whole day. So keep that in mind when using this method. I guess it's true, even though Tom said don't drink before you go to bed. If you want to wake up, not a bad idea. Number 2, set an alarm clock to wake you up in the morning. Alarm clocks are very effective for those who have sensitive hearing in the mornings. But the downside to this method is that, like me and some other people out there, you will grow an immunity to the sound made by the alarm clock and thus not waking you up early as you would like to be woken up. It's true. I do change the alarms on my... I use my iPhone because I can set different alarms and different sounds. So I'll change it to like either my ringtone or something that's going to wake me up. And the reason why is because I'll think, oh, I gotta answer the phone. Who is it? And, then I'm up. I'm like, okay, I got to get up because I have to get this done. I'm so tired, but I have to get up. And then what motivates me to get out of bed is coffee. Number 3, go to bed early. Duh. He says, I know it seems obvious to think that, but it's a very common mistake made by lots of people. The earlier you go to bed, the earlier you'll get up in the morning. It's one of the reasons why I'm forcing myself to bed at least by midnight tonight, even though, I want to watch television. Get into that in a second. Number 4, when going to bed, make sure all the lights and TVs and PCs and any other things that might disturb your sleep patterns are switched off. Sleeping with the TV on, with the light on, will cause you to fall in a deep sleep slower than usual and make you require more time to sleep and will make you wake up late. That's true, although Ponzi and I like to sleep with the television on. I'm glad we both like that, though, because then otherwise it's kind of awkward. Number 5, if none of the above methods work, you can always ask a friend or family member that wakes up earlier than you do to splash a bucket of water on your head. You may be grumpy when waking up by this method, but at least you awoke early. And I think that last one's kind of a joke. It's funny. What do you guys do to wake up? What do you guys do to get better sleep? You know, I'm just curious. I don't know. I mean, everyone's got, different habits, different patterns. I'm much more of a night owl. That's part of one of the reasons why I record a lot of the videos that I do at night. Everybody's different. Maybe you got other sleep tips. Maybe you've got some lucid dreaming tips. Maybe you got some wake-up tips. Maybe you've got tips related to nothing having to do with sleep. Maybe you got some tech tips, because that's usually what we talk about, technology. I mean, what technology do you use to wake you up in the morning or to help you fall asleep? Here, just loop this part of the video over and over again all night. It's my white noise. I'm trying. Oh, it worked! It worked! He fell asleep! CA 1000 fell asleep for the win! Anyway, my email address is chris@pirillo.com. Feel free to send tips along, or, if you want, you can join our community. I mean, there's nothing really to join. Just stop by the chat room. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, typically talking tech, at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.